So on this 3rd of August of 2022, we are with our dearest Dada as we join each other in satsang.
Estamos en este día 3 de agosto de 2022 y estamos todos reunidos acá con nuestro amado Dada.
Yeah. And with the purest heart and with absolute purity of the self,
En la pureza del corazón. Con la pureza del corazón y la pureza del ser.
We offer the 3 mantra that removes all obstacles, you see, for the one who wants liberation.
Y ofrecemos el Trimantra con todo el amor para todos aquellos que quieran la liberación.
All right, so Gabi, let us have the Trimantra.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Namo Vitragai, Namo Harihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vatsayanam, Namo Loye Savasahunam, Eso Pancha Namukaro Savapavanashano, Mangalanam Cha Sauvesim, Paramam Havai Mangalam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Satchidanand. Namo Vitragai, Namo Harihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vatsayanam, Namo Loye Savasahunam, Eso Pancha Namukaro Savapavapanashano, Mangalanam Cha Sauvesim, Paramam Havai Mangalam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Satchidanand. Namo Vitragai, Namo Harihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vatsayanam, Namo Loye Savasahunam, Eso Pancha Namukaro Savapavapanashano, Mangalanam Cha Sauvesim, Paramam Havai Mangalam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Sachitanand, Jai Sachitanand, Jai Sachitanand, Jai Sachitanand.
Jai Sachidanand. Beautiful.
Jai
Thank you. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Satchitana.
You know, in India,
¿Se
you
cortó alguien? Ah,
yeah,
ah,
in India, you probably have seen the ladies who clean the floor with a long-handled a broom. You know, with a hand they hold it in one hand, and the other hand is got soft stuff. You know, soft. They're soft fibers, and then they sweep, right? And then they sweep every morning. They sweep the floor, right?
yes, yes.
Mhm.
Continue.
So that thing in their hand, it's a kind of a very unique brush. It's not a brush. This is most of a dust collector. You take the dust out, and take everything out. You first clean the dust, get the dust out, and then you take a wet cloth and sometimes maybe apply a little antiseptic and then clean the floor. You see, then you wipe it. You see, right? So that
Yes.
yeah.
En India habrán visto las mujeres que limpian el piso y lo hacen sentadas y tienen como muchas ramas en una mano que funcionaría como una escoba y en la otra tienen un trapo, tienen algo como unas fibras. Entonces primero limpian el polvo y luego con el trapo, que el trapo probablemente tenga alguna clase de antiséptico, lo pasan.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's one sentence only that I'm going to give you today of Dada, and that is of June 21st, 1970. June 21st, 1970, in Mumbai. Dada was in Mumbai. And he says, that a young girl in the home, because, if you don't have a person to help you clean the home, then the young girls in the home, young adults, you don't have to teach her how to hold the handle and how to sweep the floor. You don't have to teach her how to do it. You see, you don't have to hold her hand and says, "My dear, no, this is how you do it this way, do it this way." You don't have to teach her how to sweep the floor. You see, you don't have to hold her hand.
Dada el 21 de junio de 1970 en Mumbai dijo que las jóvenes niñas en el hogar, si no tienen ayuda, son las que limpian el piso, pero no le tienes que enseñar cómo hacerlo, no le tienes que tomar la mano y decirle que lo hagan de esta forma.
Why you don't have to teach hold her hand? Because she's her mommy doing it. You see, when ever since she's a little girl, growing in the home, she sees her mom doing it, and then she'll say, "Mommy, can I do it? Can I do it?" You see. And so she sees her mom and she learns and knows, then mom will say, "Okay," and maybe she might even play as a little girl, "Okay, let us clean the room first before we put the dolls and the table and the little chairs, in the doll house,
Yes. ¿Por qué no le tienen que tomar la mano para enseñarles a limpiar? Porque estas niñas ven a su madre y aprenden de ellas al verlas. Y después piden hacerlo. Y piden hacerlo porque ellas la vieron y aprendieron cómo hacerlo. Entonces, lo hacen en la cancha, en su pequeña casa de muñecas, ¿no? Como limpian y después acomodan las pequeñas sillas, la mesa, sus muñecas.
You see? In the same way, the Ama. In the same way, the Ama, Atma, learns by seeing. But just by seeing just by seeing the self, not the S capital self, not the one who has had the Gnanvidhi, just every soul with a self learns by seeing, you see.
De la misma forma, el ser, pero no con mayúscula, aprende de ver, aprende viendo.
Yeah, whether it is an apprentice who goes into the shop to learn the trade, or whether it is an intern in the hospital to take care of the sick people, you see, or whether it is a young surgeon, young doctor who sees the other surgeon do what he does once the belly is opened, it is all the same process, you see. It's all the same process. You learn by seeing.
Yes. De la misma forma, aprendemos como el aprendiz que entra en un negocio y aprende viendo, o un interno que entra en un hospital también aprende viendo como los otros hacen, o incluso un joven cirujano entra en el quirófano y ve como los otros doctores abren el estómago o lo que fuese y operan, y así aprende. Y aprendemos viendo.
Yes. But Dada says, but here she does not know how to see. Now Dada switches off, but here he does not know how to see, you see. So but here in the matters, when it comes, so it's the same process, for when I was studying medicine and surgery, you see, so I had to rotate through operating theaters, with surgeons. I had to spend a little time with surgeon following him, and then you go in the operating theater with him. You also put on, wash hands, put on the gowns and everything, and then I go on. Then he stands on the right side of the patient. You see, the patient is under anesthesia, and her belly is the only thing we can see. Her abdomen, and he takes a knife. He just takes a knife like you and I take a pen, and he just makes a big cut like this. You see, like this. One very sharp knife, and it just opens up the wall of the tummy, you see. And here I am standing on the other side. I am ready now to help him, help him hold both sides. On one side I pull, and the other side, the nurse who is on the side of the surgeon, she pulls with her retractor, so that the belly remains open, you see. So then, and then I just stand there and I watch what he's doing. I just see, I just see what he's doing, you see. And that is how you learn, Of course, I was not interested in becoming a surgeon, so, but if I kept on and kept on doing that, then he would let me do the small cases, the small case, like remove an appendix or something like that, you see.
Yes. Bueno, pero hablando la niña, ¿no? Cómo aprende de lo que ven, ¿no? Pero aquí no sabe qué es lo que ve ella, la niña, ¿no? Y recuerdo que cuando Shuddha estudiaba medicina y cirugía, él iba al teatro, al lugar de las operaciones, se paraba a la derecha el cirujano y ya el paciente estaba anestesiado y él ¿cómo se llama? El cuchillo de operación, le hacía el gran corte en el estómago y Shuddha estaba parado del otro lado, la enfermera al lado del doctor, y los dos ayudaban a mantener el corte abierto con un retractor para poder operar. Y así vio lo que hacía y aprendía. Si bien no estaba interesado en hacer cirugía, él igual seguía yendo. Y eventualmente así el cirujano le permitía hacer pequeñas cirugías como un apéndice o algo por el estilo.
And so instead of seeing, you learn. You learn. Like the little girl is learning about seeing her mother, or the little boy learns about how his father writes, you see. I used to, for a long time, I used to stare at my dad writing with a fountain pen, very nice handwriting, and I would just watch, I would just see him, and I got to write I learned how to write in good handwriting. No, but my teacher did not have to teach me, oh, this is how you write, cursive English, you see. You learn just by seeing, you see.
Esto es lo mismo, uno aprende viendo, si vemos, podemos aprendemos, como la niña aprende de la madre, el varón también aprende del padre, ¿no? Por ejemplo, el padre está escribiendo y el niño aprende a escribir como el padre. Yo me paraba al lado de mi padre mientras que él escribía con una lapicera fuente y yo aprendí porque lo veía como hacía.
At some stage, somewhere, one slips and then wants to, oh, I'm doing it, I can do it, come, leave it alone, give it to me, I'll do it. And then when becomes, I'm Gabi, I'm loose, So this is so fundamentally beautiful. Dada is taking on. If you really want to learn, Dada is taking on the female prakriti. The men also, but Dada is addressed. Dada, she says, I'm Kashi, I am Chanchur. And there is a big satsang on I am Kashi. Of course, I wrote I am Gabi and I am loose, but I am Kashi and I am Chanchur. Some other days we will tell you about the satsang on these two sentences. I am Chanchal. Of course, they are names of women in India. I am Kashi, and I am Chanchal,
Bueno, también pasaba que cuando mi padre estaba escribiendo, yo a veces le decía, déjame hacerlo a mí, ¿no? Como yo lo sé hacer, ¿no? Y que en un momento quería hacerlo. Y después habla y él nombró como a Luz o a Gaby, y nombra dos palabras, yo sé, En vez de decir Luz o Gaby, yo soy Kashi y yo soy Chandul.
So that is all we're going to read from the Dadas, that beautiful, Dada Vani, Dada's speech, just kind of used to flow like the guazu, you see, pure Gnan. Not a single sentence you can cross and say wrong, you see. And so we use one of those sentences, those 2-3 sentences, and there is a lot of satsang in it. You think this girl is just sweeping. Oh, let me sweep. Mommy, can I do it? Mommy, can I do it? Yeah, see.
En estas, en las palabras de Dada, ¿no? Fluye como las cataratas del Iguazú, todo fluye, todo lo perfecto, ¿no? Y no hay nada que uno pueda decir que está equivocado. Y simplemente con 2 oraciones de Dada estamos en satsang.
At the end of the satsang, remind me, I want to share something very beautiful in a link, so remind me. So now let us go to, now let me share the screen, and today we go into the 39th session of the Flawless Vision, you see. So we will go into the 39th session of the Flawless Vision, and I will share the Dadavani here.
The title we have to do today is it begins with the bondage through, and I did not see the rest.
Yeah, look, okay. Yeah, right. So we finished.
We have done.
We have done that.
Yes.
Mistakes are your superior. We did that last time. And now bondage through opinion. Yes. Okay. All right. Bondage. Somebody makes you sit on a chair and then ties you up. That means you're bound, you can't move. But this bondage is imprisoned with invisible chains. These chains are not visible. You see, if you chain somebody down, then that is a visible chain, but this is invisible chains, you see. And the subtlest link of that chain, how a chain is like this, one link, and then another link, but they're all linked, you see. So it becomes a very strong chain, you see. And the subtlest link of the chain is opinion. It binds you.
Yes. Bueno, el título es las ataduras ataduras solo a través de la opinión. Y esto está referido a una cadena invisible, ¿no? Y cada argolla de la cadena representa un link. Eso en lo visible. En lo más sutil de la cadena es la opinión que ata.
Bondage through opinion only. Questioner. There are many people who are such that opinions like, he's a good man, he is useless, he's cunning and greedy, and he's here to cheat and take my money away. Such opinions abound for these such people. They're just going on inside.
Él pregunta, muchas personas constantemente opinan sobre los demás. Cosas tales como, este es un buen hombre, aquel es un inútil, este otro es astuto y codicioso, otro, él vino a llevarse mi dinero.
Dadashri. Opinions that become bound are verily the bondage. Oh, it's interesting sentence. We will discuss it. If a person had taken some money from our pocket yesterday, our means Dada's pocket, and if he comes here today, again today, we will not have an opinion or suspicion about him as being a thief. This is because yesterday the unfolding of his karma was like that, and who knows what the unfolding of his karma will be like today.
Dadashri dice, las opiniones que vinculan verdaderamente son las ataduras. Si alguien hubiera tomado dinero de nuestro bolsillo, del bolsillo de Dadashri, ayer, y hoy viniera nuevamente, no sospecharíamos u opinaríamos que es un ladrón. Y esto es porque ayer su despliegue de karma fue así. Y quién sabe cómo será hoy su despliegue de karma.
Yeah, and the questioner says, but the saying is that life force, pran, that which makes you breathe in and out, pran, and the inherent nature of the prakriti go together. In other words, what he's trying to say here is that prakriti cannot change. This is a saying in India that pran and prakriti go together. In other words, he'll be like that until he dies, or she'll be like that until she dies. You see, that is a saying.
La pregunta dice, pero se dice que nuestra fuerza de vida, el pran, que es lo que nos permite inhalar y exhalar, y la naturaleza inherente, el prakruti, van juntos. Y esto es algo como que se canta en India.
Yeah, you see, pran, this is pran means, pran, those of you who do yoga, they use pranayam, you see, like the discipline of breathing, you see, that in and out, they try to practice breath control. Just no matter what happens, they walk, if they can control their breathing, then they can remain steady, you see. So that's pranayam, and that, if you can't breathe, then you're no longer living, you see.
Pran es una palabra sobre todo para los que hacen yoga, es conocida, pranayam, que es una disciplina que se aprende a tener el control de la respiración y eso permite estar calmo. Y si no respiráramos, no estaríamos vivos.
So the Dadashri says, we do not have to look at pran and prakriti, the breathing or the prakriti, we have nothing to do with that. That poor man is under the influence of the unfolding karma of his karma, you see. And he is suffering his karma and we are suffering ours. We have to remain aware of this. He is suffering his karma of stealing and we are suffering our karma of being stolen from, you see.
Dadashi dice, no tenemos que mirar el pran y el prakruti. No tenemos nada más que hacer con eso. El pobre hombre, está bajo la influencia del despliegue de su propio karma. Él sufre su karma y nosotros el nuestro. Y debemos permanecer conscientes.
Questioner. At that time, we may or may not be able to maintain equanimity. He's taking my money. How can I remain equanimity? In equanimity. He's saying that. Mm-hmm.
El buscador dice, en ese momento podemos o no ser capaces de mantenernos ecuánimes.
And Dadashri says, if you do everything according to what we tell you, that everything is karma dependent, then your work will be done. This is a beautiful sentence. That which is ours, that which is really ours, will go only if it is meant to. You see? Therefore, there is no reason for you to fear anything. You see?
Dadashri dice, si haces todo de acuerdo con lo que te decimos, que todo es karma dependiente, tu trabajo estará hecho. Lo que es nuestro dejará de serlo, si así debe ser. Por lo tanto, no hay razón por la que debas temer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, about 2 weeks ago, I carry, generally I carry very minimal amount. I carry a bunch of keys, tiny little keychain, and a key for the home, key for some special areas, things where important things I keep, key for the car, you see. That's the 3 things in there. And I was running and doing some errands, and so when I came home, I couldn't find the key, you see. Keys, and I looked everywhere, I went everywhere looking for it, you see, and then finally I gave up on it. I said, well, they're gone now, I got another set of keys, and then yesterday, and I had looked so much in the car, I looked up and down and everywhere below, I couldn't find them. So, but yesterday as I was closing the door of my car, between the seat and the edge of the door, in that little well, there they were, the keys, right there. You see, so if it is meant to come back, or it will be there, you see.
Hace un par de semanas yo llevo muchas llaves conmigo, llevo las llaves de mi casa, de mi auto, de llaves de cosas que son importantes, y de repente no las encontraba, entonces las busqué por todos los lugares y busqué con mucho cuidado en el auto, busqué con mucha atención en todos lados, y luego abandoné la búsqueda, ¿no? Y ayer en el auto, cuando que había buscado muy bien, encuentro las llaves que estaban entre el asiento, en un pequeño lugar entre el asiento y la puerta.
Yeah.
Y allí estaban las llaves, ¿no? Y si está destinado a que las llaves aparezcan, van a aparecer. Si no, no van a aparecer.
So, what do we learn from this? My contact with my keys was not meant to be for a period of 10 days. They were not supposed to, even with a non-living thing like your keys, or something else. If your contact is also part of this, is karma dependent. You see, the time with an object, time with a person, everything is karma dependent. Everything is an effect. Everything is correct, exact. See? Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. ¿Qué aprendí, no, de todo esto? Las llaves no tenían que estar por 10 días. El contacto no tenía que tener el contacto con las llaves durante todo el día. ¿Qué es lo que aprendemos de esto? Eh, que el karma es dependiente y todo es un efecto, es correcto y es exacto.
Mm-hmm. So in this here, when he says that opinions that become bound are verily the bondage. See, this is the fundamental part of the beginning of bondage, you see.
Las opiniones que vinculan verdaderamente son las ataduras y este es el comienzo de las ataduras,
See,
del karma.
and the other gives an exact example of how, you see, everybody has an opinion. You have an opinion, I have everything, about everything and everyone. We have certain opinion, you know. But, you know, like we say, oh, I like coffee, I don't like that coffee, I like this coffee, I like this kind of milk, you know, I like it in a cup, I don't like it in paper, you know. There are certain, you know, they're very subtle opinions that are there inside. So you say, I like it this way and I don't like it this way, you see. But what is the example that Dada gives? Man, I saw this man taking money from my pocket. Usually what happens is Dada would come home or you know, people come home and the guys, you know, they take off their outer coat, the outer like coat that Dada would wear, you know, and then they hang it, hang it someplace, you know, where, you know, everything is inside your pocket still, your money, your keys, etc. But if you had, then later on you find that, you know, they don't take the money while you're wearing the coat, you know. But anyway, if the money is missing from yesterday, and there was the only person who had come, and if that person comes in again today, I will not have an opinion or a suspicion about him about being a thief. You see, the others even goes to the point of saying that even if I had seen myself that he is taking money, I would not call him a thief. I will not call him, reaching out and taking some money, I will not call him a thief. You see? So this is the, you know, just because it happened to you, the next time he comes, you know, you immediately say, oh, he's a thief. Okay, so now that is called binding of opinion. You see, you know, I will not have an opinion or in other words, the first opinion is inside that he is a thief. And then the second opinion, when the opinion is, you tell everybody, watch out for your money, you know. Yesterday, some money was missing in my coat, you see. Watch out for, you see. So, this is the thing. First opinion is inside. You never say it, you know, but it is in the same sense of a suspicion. Oh, is he going to take it again? You see? Is he going to come and take some more money from some other part of the home? You see?
Yes. Acá dice que Dada decía, si una persona, Dada se quitaba el saco que él usaba y lo colgaba en algún lado en su casa. Y por ahí venía una persona y tomaba el dinero de los bolsillos. Pero él jamás iba a decir de que esa persona es un ladrón. Que esa persona es un ladrón. Y todos tenemos opiniones. Opiniones, por ejemplo, como me gusta el café, no me gusta el café, me gusta la leche, no me gusta la leche. Toda clase de opiniones tenemos, todos. Y en la forma más sutil es me gusta y no me gusta. Entonces hay una primera parte que son las opiniones, pero son las opiniones que están adentro mío, son invisibles, y también está la opinión de que lo va a hacer nuevamente. Y después es contarlo, esta persona tomó mi dinero, ¿no? Como ya sacar del invisible a la comunicación. Y Dada jamás iba a tener la opinión o la sospecha de que esta persona era un ladrón. Es el karma que se está desenvolviendo.
Mm-hmm. So this is the thing, you see, Dadashri calls, in this reading today, we begin to understand the nature of the unfolding of karma. Everything unfolds, you see, for for everyone, at different time, place, location, intention, and matter, you see, dravya kshetra kal bhav, in other words, yeah, everything is unfolding. Every prakriti, everything is unfolding for a human being. Everyone is just opening up, and it is highly it changes unbelievably. It continues to change. For example, this man who takes the money, he may be doing it because he is not really a thief, but he may be doing it because he needs it to buy some money, buy some medicine for his sick mother, or he may go out and, he may go out and he sees another beggar on the street, he will give some money from that to that beggar, you see. So this is a, unfolding of the karma, the sunrise, the dawn of karma, you see. We have to have our eyes on the dawn of karma to see what is unfolding, and there is no reason to get bound with an opinion, in other words, you see. Sorry, go on. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Con Dada empezamos a poder ver cómo se desenvuelve el karma para todos, y en los lugares en que se desenvuelve, en los tiempos en que desenvuelve, en qué materia se desenvuelve. Todo es todo se desenvuelve, todo es karma que está desenvolviéndose para todos los seres humanos y está cambiando continuamente.
Mm-hmm.
Por ejemplo, el hombre que tomó el dinero del bolsillo necesitaba tal vez para comprarle un remedio a su madre que estaba enfermo, o por ahí ve a un mendigo en la calle y le da dinero, le da una limosna. Entonces, para nosotros lo importante es poder ver en todo momento cómo se va desenvolviendo el karma y no hacer de opiniones.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sí, es Marcella. Marcella. Mm-hmm.
Hola.
Jai Sachidananda.
Tengo dos preguntas, Jai Sachidananda.
Mm-hmm.
Una, tenemos que hacer pratikraman también por lo que pensamos, aunque no hayamos expresado nuestra opinión.
Exacto.
Yo pensé algo de una persona o de una situación, pero no dije nada. ¿Debo hacer pratikraman también por lo que pensé? Y la otra pregunta, Pati, hablando de los ladrones, si alguien te roba, es un hecho, no es una opinión. si alguien me robó, me robó. Es un hecho. ¿Por qué lo pone a nivel de opinión si es un hecho? Si alguien, no sé, es alto, es un hecho, es alto. No sé, ¿se entiende la pregunta, Pati? Eso,
Sí.
eso es todo.
Sí, gracias. She has two questions. The first one is if we have to do practicrama, if we think without saying nothing, if we have some opinion about somebody, or if not a good opinion, if we have to do practicrama. That's the first question. And the other question is whatever happens.
Wait, first, okay, so let's take the first question.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, the very awareness that you have an opinion, negative, especially, opinions are of two varieties. Either it's a negative direction or it's on a positive direction. Both are opinions, you see. Oh, he's a good man, or he is very helpful to others, etc. We are not touching those opinions, that's positive direction. Opinions that are so associated with negativity, dvesh, those need to be wiped off with pratikraman. Yes, with pratikraman, as soon as because as we just read that opinion binds you only. It is not doing anything to him. He will continue you do whatever you do. Your opinion is not a label for him. Your opinion is a label for yourself only. He may be doing good work. He may be doing pratikraman. He may be, doing charity by stealing here and giving it to others. Who knows? You see. So yes. Your opinions bind you. You see, opinions, especially about human beings, and especially negative opinions, are highly dangerous, very dangerous. They need to be, as soon as you are aware of them, you have to connect with the pure soul of the other person. Oh, Shuddhatma Bhagwan, I have no intention to have such opinions on you. Please forgive me. And please give me the energy not to have such opinions anymore. You ask for that energy from the pure soul of that person about whom you are having negative opinions, you see.
Yes. Con la primera pregunta, ¿no? La conciencia, en el estado de conciencia podemos darnos cuenta que hay dos clases de opiniones. Unas que son positivas y puedes decir, oh, esa persona es tan buena, es tan amoroso, un montón de cosas buenas. Todo eso está bien, no hay que hacer practikraman. En realidad son las opiniones negativas las que son las opiniones negativas las que te causan, que están asociadas con la aversión. Entonces ahí sí hay que limpiarlas inmediatamente con practikraman. Como vimos, estas opiniones negativas solo te atan a ti, no tienen nada que ver con la otra persona. Estas opiniones que tenés son etiquetas y son tus etiquetas.
Yes.
Entonces, la otra persona hace lo que hace.
Yeah.
Entonces, ¿qué es lo que hay que hacer? Es primero estar en ver que somos seres humanos y que las cosas negativas se limpian con practikrama, conectar con el alma pura, con el Shuddhatma de la otra persona, de que no quieres tener esta clase de opiniones y le pides energías para no tenerlas.
Opinion. You see, Marcella, thank you for this question. The important thing is, opinion is like a flaw in the vision. flaw in the vision means, if you have something in your eye, if you have something in your eye, you will, you will not be, it will bug you. It should bug you because, until you remove it, until you wash off your eye or something, you're not comfortable, you see. And in the same way, harboring negativity towards anyone is actually hurting you only. There is a flaw in your vision. You see, there is a flaw in your vision. The problem is not with the other person. The problem is that the opinion has kind of linked, you saw him do this, or you saw him do this, or this was the account of Marcella with that person, and it just kind of became a solid chain inside you only, that does not allow you to be free with this particular file, you see.
Yes. Es una pregunta muy importante, gracias por hacerla, Marcela. Y lo importante de la opinión es que hay falta en tu visión. Es como si tuvieras una basura en el ojo, un insecto, o algo que te entró en el ojo, ¿no? Y con lo cual no te sientes cómoda. Tener negatividades hacia una persona te molesta, ¿no? Entonces es hay falta de visión en la persona que tiene opiniones negativas. Y las opiniones negativas te atan. Y esta es una cuenta que tiene Marcela con esa persona. Es una cadena que te ata a ti y no te permite liberarte de este archivo.
Okay, so we go into the second question.
Ahora vamos a la segunda pregunta. The second one is if somebody steals something from you, it is a fact. It's not an opinion. It's like if somebody stole, he stole, period.
Yes. Yes, it's a fact, but it is a relative fact. You see, it is a fact, but it is for the world, and for the world of Marcella and the world of people around Marcella. It is a fact, right? But for the one who wants liberation in life, you see, for the ones who want liberation in life, those facts have to be seen in the light of the self, you see, in the higher light, you see. Leave the judgment, the opinion for the judges of the world, you see. You do not have to judge, he is like this and he is like that. Yes, your opinions will tell you that he did it, so he's going to do it again. That becomes the prejudice, you see, and the opinion has become more dense, you see, more dense. He is like this only. You cannot trust, you see. And the Lord's language is different. The Lord sees everyone flawless. Even Lord Jesus saw everyone flawless, you see.
Yes. Bueno, con respecto a la segunda pregunta, que preguntaba Marcela, que las cosas son un hecho, no una opinión, ¿no? Y Shuddha dice, sí, es un hecho en lo relativo, es un hecho para Marcela y para su mundo. Pero el que realmente quiere la libertad y la busca, esos hechos deben ser vistos a la luz del ser. Y tú no no tienes que decir él lo hizo, él lo hará, o no voy a confiar más en esta persona. En el lenguaje del Lord todo es diferente. Todos son absolutamente libres de falta. Incluso Jesús también lo dijo.
And also, Marcella, it is a fact. It may be a fact. It is a fact. Let's accept that it's a fact at the relative level. The next natural question arises is, who is suffering because of this fact? You see? And the answer is obvious. You already know the answer. The fault is of the one who is suffering. You see? So your money is gone. It's a fact. If you suffer, that means the fault is yours, and you say, how is it my fault? If you cannot see it in this life, then the answer is obvious. It's from the past, you see.
Y también es un hecho, ¿no? Es un hecho natural. Por ejemplo, ¿quién sufre por este hecho? Por ejemplo, si nosotros ya conocemos esta frase que es, la falta es del que sufre. Y si el dinero se fue por algún motivo, ¿quién sufre? Tú sufres. Pero también sabemos que este hecho es debido a la causa en una vida pasada.
And the person who has taken the money that doesn't belong to him, he may escape the court and the police, but he will not escape the the court of nature, justice, natural justice. It will come back to him, you see. So he will pay for his stealing act later, you see. But so this is how the world exists: cause and effects, and cause and effects, you see. It is the unfolding. It's the dawn of Marcella's waking up in the morning to find her money is stolen, you see. And you become, yes, you do not suffer twice. Yes, first suffering is your money is gone, but you do not suffer twice by holding an opinion or a grudge. Saying, these people, the police here are no good, people are no good, the apartment they pay, don't give me security, this, that, and you become so angry, and so now your second suffering starts. This is the extra suffering of ignorance, you see, ignorance coming in, not this knowledge that Dada is giving us all, you see. Do not suffer twice. If you take the first hit, because that is yours, you don't have to take the second hit that you yourself are creating because of ignorance, you see.
Yes. Por ejemplo, el que se llevó el dinero puede escapar de la corte, puede escapar de la policía, puede ser que escape de absolutamente todo, pero no se puede deshacer del hecho de que él tomó el dinero. Y esto en algún momento va a volver a él, porque todo es causa y efecto, causa y efecto, causa y efecto. Y por ejemplo, Marcella puede despertarse y se da cuenta de que el dinero no está, que el dinero fue robado. Entonces Shuddha dice que no sufra dos veces. Una vez vas a sufrir por la falta del dinero. Y después toma esa, te faltó el dinero, toma eso, porque también eso es lo que te pertenece. Pero ya después cuando empiezas a sufrir y empiezas a tener opiniones y le dices a la policía que no me dan seguridad, que este hombre me robó, es un sufrimiento extra, es un sufrimiento.
We lost your sound. You're muted. Okay,
No,
that's better.
now it's okay. It was a call phone that was entering.
Okay, all right, man. So this, you see, this last sentence that the Dadashri gives in today's reading is absolutely magnificent and it's loaded. You see, in this simple terms, everybody talks about karma, 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 but nobody understands the exact nature of what unfolding karma. Nobody, if you understand karma, that it is everything is unfolding, everything just continues to unfold and grow, open up, then there is no doer in here. You see, this is an effect. You see, he is suffering his karma. That is the effect. He is suffering his karma. That is his effect. The fact that he is stealing is he is suffering his karma. You see, so to suffer means no, oh, my money is gone. No, the fact that he is involved in the process of the process of stealing is also, he is suffering his karma again. In his effect, you don't know what the consequences of stealing may be. In Saudi Arabia, they cut your hand off or your finger off, you see. So you see this, he is suffering the effect of his karma, and we, from who have lost the money, we are suffering ours. This is our awareness. This is the new awareness that has to arise, within a human being, you see. This is phenomenal, beautiful, you see. That is why the first book that was taken up for Parayan for the Western world by our dearest Gnani in Germany many years ago was the science of karma. Understand the science of karma, you see. The science of cause and effects, yes. Okay.
Esta última oración de Dada es absolutamente maravillosa, ¿no? Y es como que nadie entiende cuál es la naturaleza de cómo se desenvuelve el karma. Y podemos ver que él no es el hacedor y que esto es un efecto, y que esta persona que está tomando el dinero está sufriendo su karma, el hecho de que se está desenvolviendo su karma. Es un hecho, robó, es un hecho, es su karma, pero tú no lo conoces, no sabes, y no sabes las consecuencias. Por ejemplo, en el sur de Arabia, las consecuencias por robar es que le cortan las manos. Y nosotros también fuimos robados, y esto también es parte de nuestro karma. Pero es nuestro entendimiento de la causa, del efecto, del karma, de poder tener este entendimiento, lo que nos... nuestra sabiduría. Por ejemplo, en Alemania, en un parayam que se hizo en Alemania, se habló mucho de la ciencia del karma, de poder entenderlo, de las causas y el efecto.
And after he finished the science of karma, our Gnani started the little book on Pratikraman, you see. So this is the exact way. But, the point really here is we have to understand this word soffrimento, karma, you see. Sufre. This suffering people identify it as only that which is painful, but no, suffering is going through the effects of this body, good or bad, whatever happens to this body, the good, pleasant things or the painful things, both are part of this suffering, the effect, you see. You cannot escape it, because that is how it was created for each one of us, you see.
Yes. Dada habla de la ciencia del karma primero y después escribe sobre el libro del practikrama. Y poder entender, ¿no?, que el sufrimiento, el karma de sufrimiento, lo identificamos con lo doloroso, pero no es solamente lo doloroso, todo lo bueno o todo lo malo le sucede al cuerpo y es un efecto. No podemos escapar de ninguna manera de esto, porque vinimos con esto, está creado en la vida pasada.
Yes, you see, this man says, you see, Dada, it's very difficult to remain in equanimity. When I see this person doing this, you see, or I see him, it's very difficult for me to remain in equanimity. And the other's immediate reply is, if you do it according to what I'm teaching you, you see, if you follow me and the way I have become liberated, you see, if you follow me, then your work will get done. I say this is, our work is, what is the work? It's the work of our work now is the final work of liberation, getting liberated in every aspect of life, you see. And it starts with that little opinion that gets bound into a link, you see, inside us, you see. He's like this, she's like that, and it's just continuous, you see. And you get bombarded with it again when the karma unfolds. He is like this, she is like that.
Yes. Este hombre, como Dada, ¿no?, permanece en absoluta ecuanimidad cuando las cosas suceden. Y Shuddha dice por ahí, para mí es muy difícil, pero es difícil permanecer en ecuanimidad en determinadas maneras. Pero también Dada dice, si lo haces de acuerdo a lo que yo te enseño, si lo haces de acuerdo a mi forma, también tu trabajo estará hecho y vas a encontrar la liberación final. Las opiniones son, las invisibles atan y van creando una cadena y esto continúa y continúa y continúa atándote.
Yeah. See, the thing is this, but there are, you use the word absolute equanimity, but that is a very high level. It is actually plain equanimity, which is sambhav, sambhav, Absolute equanimity means no matter what happens, even if they're cutting your leg, you are not disturbed. That is final, you see. Samta, that one is samta, and this one is sambhav, you see.
Acá dice que la ecuanimidad final es en un nivel como absolutamente iluminado, ¿no? Puede ser que te estén cortando la pierna y vos te mantenés en ecuanimidad.
Yeah. You see this, I will write this down, sambhav enikal, like that's the Agna 4, sambhav. Sambhav means neither Sambhav means neither going in the direction of what you like, or nor moving away from that you dislike. You see, just, keep it equal. Keep this absolutely balanced, you see, equal. You see, Sambhav, yeah. Neither to the right nor to the left, neither towards this nor towards that, you see.
Yes. Esta palabra sambao quiere decir que mantener la ecuanimidad es no ir en dirección de lo que sí me gusta o lo que no me gusta, ni a la derecha ni a la izquierda. Es permanecer con la visión, con la misma visión ecuánime.
Yeah, samta is after samta, sama means equal, and it doesn't really have, this is the state of the Gnani Purush and the Tirthankar Lord. They're just absolutely vitarag. They're neither this way nor this way in any matter. You see, there is zero attachment, zero aversion. Now there is no subatomic particles of anything to move you in any direction left. You see.
Yes. Samta es el estado del Gnani, de los titankars, es cero apego, cero aversión. Vitarag, tiene cero apego y aversión.
Zero, yeah, zero. Absolutely zero. Samabhav is what we begin in Agnas, so at least now maintain equal view, don't lean on this one or this one, you see. Don't go where, because a rag file, the file of attachment will pull you towards what that you like, and a dvesh file will create reactions of negativity within you, and you remain equal in your view as soyama pura. You remain balanced, you see. Samabhav is the beginning of vitaragta. It is through this equanimity, this equanimity that you will rise, you see, that you will rise as the vitarag. It is this equanimity that you will rise as the vitarag. Otherwise you will topple down in one way or the other, you see, which doesn't happen with us now because of our Gnan Vidhi, you see.
Yes. Sambao es Sambao es mantener la visión ecuánime, ¿no? Por ejemplo, el apego es como que te toma y la aversión es el rechazo, y es para que no vayas de un lugar al otro, ¿no? Y ahí comienza la visión de Vitarag, es la ecuanimidad de Vitarag lo que comienza. Si no, nos iremos de un lado al otro. Ahora no a nosotros, porque ya hemos tomado el Nanvidi y estamos aprendiendo el conocimiento y a entender.
Yeah, essentially when the rag file comes, no rag, and when the dvesh file comes, no dvesh.
Entonces, cuando viene un archivo de apego, no hay aversión. Y cuando viene un archivo de aversión, no hay apego.
Yeah. It's okay, Shuddhatma Bhagwan. So let us take a break now for about your 10 minutes, and then we return.
Bueno, vamos a tomarnos un recreo de 10 minutos y después volvemos. Thank you, Shuddha.
Thank you. Thank you, Shuddhatma Bhagwan. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand. Yeah.
Gracias, Pati.
No, gracias a ustedes.
All right, so shall we resume?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think there is anyone who does not accept the beauty and the absolute liberation that is contained in these words of Dada that we read today, you know. Everybody
Para
agrees. Yeah.
todos los que puedan ver la belleza y la magnificencia en estas palabras de Dada van a obtener su gracia.
Yeah, our, you know, our life, our current life and its effects are such that it will not, it will, you know, it may pull us away from this vision, you see. You know, when something terrible happens to you, there is an immediate tendency to blame others, you see. You see, or, you know, to look for somebody to be blamed, you see. He did it, she did it, they did it, this is how it happened. So this is all the role of the intellect, you see. And it is natural that the intellect may play its role, but here Dadashri is giving us the vision that is totally above the intellect, you see. You know, this is the vision of the enlightened ones, you know. This is the vision of the enlightened ones, you know. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the vision. This is the vision of liberation, you know.
En nuestra vida actual tiene efectos tales que muchas veces nos sacan de esta visión y empezamos a buscar culpables, quién lo hizo, lo que hizo o cómo sucedió. Y estas son las funciones del intelecto. Es natural que el intelecto cumpla con su rol, pero aquí nos da la visión de los iluminados, nos da la visión de la liberación.
This has now become the vision of each one of us, you see. This is that the other human being is doing what he is doing on the basis of the unfolding of his karma. This is how it is unfolding, you see. And you know, may he attain the vision that allows him to escape such sufferings, you see. You are muted, my dear. Patricia, you're muted. Patricia, yeah, oh, sorry.
Esta es la visión de cada uno de nosotros y los otros hacen lo que hacen y lo hacen debido al karma que se está desenvolviendo. Y en nosotros cabe pedir que estas personas puedan obtener la visión, de tener tal visión que puedan dejar de tener tales sufrimientos.
And you say, because the nature of revenge, this word revenge, you see, is such that it can throw you into a cycle of life after life revenge, you see. In other words, This is a question of being. This is not a question of being stealing. It's losing some money when somebody steals something from you. But if horrible things happen to some others, it's happening here in the United States quite often now, unfortunately, which is where the person with an AR-15 rifle, which is like what the kind they use in war, somebody just starts shooting children and killing them inside a school. You see now, you can imagine the suffering of the woman, the mother who has lost her little one in such an incident.
Esta naturaleza de la venganza es la que nos lleva a la venganza vida tras vida, tras vida, tras vida. Y no se trata solamente de que hayamos perdido dinero porque alguien nos robó. Hay cosas peores, hay cosas horribles. Imagínense, por ejemplo, acá en Estados Unidos, las madres que perdieron a sus hijos porque fueron a la guerra, o esas madres que sus hijos fueron matados en la escuela. Imaginen tal sufrimiento, lo horrible de tal sufrimiento.
And the mother says, and the police kills the shooter. Okay, now the mother, says that is this the beginning of the suffering or is this the end of the suffering? In other words, now the person who did the killing is also dead, and the children are dead. What happens here? You see, in other words, where is the suffering now? Where is the suffering? The suffering continues because of the inability to see this cause and effect cycles of revenge and revenge and revenge and kill and kill. You kill mine, I'll kill yours, and they're not happy, that person just died, that the shooter was just killed, they where do they get the revenge now? You see, who do they want to, who can save them from this ignorance in which the suffering is continuing, you see?
Yes. La madre está sufriendo, pero después resulta que la policía mata al que disparó y al que mató a su hija. Y dónde está el sufrimiento, ¿no? Si hay paz, si no hay absolutamente ninguna felicidad, porque esto viene de la venganza. ¿Dónde está la venganza? Y todo esto viene de la ignorancia.
You and I can now see. You and I can now begin to see that the killer and the victim are both part of karma effects only. They are effects, uday karma. The young man becomes 17, now he can buy a rifle at the age of 17, and effects unfolding everywhere, this is Kali Yuga. You see, this is effects become more and more violent in this world, you see, and we are able to see this from both levels, you see, from both levels. When you rise at the level of the self, you have compassion. You have nothing but compassion for all this suffering that arises in this world, that is happening all the time, you know.
Yes. Ahora podemos empezar a ver, ¿no? Empezar a ver que el asesino y la víctima son solo efectos. El chico puede tener 17 años y estos efectos surgen, y surgen en todo momento. Y cada vez se vuelve todo más violento. Y es esta época de Kali Yuga que estamos viviendo. Y hay dos niveles para poder ver esto. Uno es desde el ser y ver desde la compasión por todo el sufrimiento que está viviendo el mundo, que hay en este mundo.
Yeah, you know, here they see a living person shooting and doing the killing, but you see, if the child is lost in a flood, you see, you know, she loves to live by the river, but now there is heavy flood and the child is playing and gets swept away in the river. Who do you blame? Who do you blame in this? You see, where is the fault?
Yes. Como podemos ver, por un lado, que al disparador y por el otro lado al niño, a la víctima, que fue muerto, que él vivía al lado del río y que ahora fue disparado y flotando en el río. ¿A quién culpas? ¿Dónde está la falta?
Or is the money, you know, yes, you see somebody stealing the money, but sometimes the money, you know, if your purse is open or if it's not, you know, you don't keep your money properly, it just falls away, you know, and you don't even notice it, you see, and it's gone. Is there any way of blaming anyone, you know? Is there an opinion there about, oh, you know, why don't you form an opinion about your own carelessness? You, file one, are careless, you see, you know. That is an opinion that will improve, you know, but it doesn't blame anybody else, you see.
Yes. Por ejemplo, con el tema del dinero, ¿no? Del dinero. Si vas con la cartera abierta o no sos cuidadoso con tu dinero y lo pierdes, y el dinero no está, no tienes opiniones de quién, por ahí tienes opiniones de quién te lo robó, no. Una opinión que sí ayudaría es poder ver que el File One en el archivo no fue cuidadoso con su dinero, no cerró la cartera, y eso sí sería una opinión que ayudaría a mejorar. No culpar a nadie y ver que la falta es de File One que no cuidó.
This is when you see some, you know, when incidents happen in life and they're constantly happening around you and to you, this vision of the flawless vision part is that this is how it is. This is how it is, you see. And of course our agnas of Vyavasthit and our agnas, it absolutely prevent us from making any new opinions, you know, by blaming anyone else. But you see, here we are at the level of our file one, you see, file one. And the file one is also, is Prakriti such that, you know, it is difficult for him or her to escape giving opinions. But against that is the powerful force of your light, you see, your bliss, that slowly through these satsangs, these opinions will go away, you see.
Yes. Esta visión impecable nos muestra, nos permite ver que las cosas son como son. Y si bien estamos, tenemos las 5 agnas y ya bastid, esto nos hace que nos permite el conocimiento de no hacer opiniones y no culpar. Pero acá está el file 1, el archivo 1, que también va a dejar de opinar por la dicha de la bendición del ser, por la dicha del ser.
So, opinions, simple opinions, when they get bound, because of what happened in the past, again that person comes in front of you, and to say that he is going, because of what happened in the past, he is going to do it again, the same thing, and that is called prejudice. You see, now it is an opinion that is guiding your opinions. It's the past opinion that is becoming more dense, you see. Like a lot of white people in certain areas of this country, they believe that blacks are different. They are, that they are like this and they steal, or they, you stay away from them, they are no good. You see, this is nothing but prejudice, racial prejudice, you see. So, it is based on ignorance, you see, ignorance, pure ignorance, nothing else. And also on the basis of what comes in the next heading, you see.
Yes. Las opiniones atan por lo pasado, por lo que sucedió en el pasado vienen estas opiniones. Y entonces por esto del pasado y por tener opiniones, estas opiniones que nos atan, vuelve a aparecer esta persona y vuelve a hacer exactamente lo mismo. Y debido a esto, lo que se forman son prejuicios. Las opiniones del pasado, lo que opinamos, nos vuelve cada vez más densos. Por ejemplo, pensar que las personas de color negro roban o son peligrosas. Y en realidad eso solo es un prejuicio racial que es ignorancia, total ignorancia.
Yeah, well.
Y ahora vamos a ver y está asociado con este nuevo título. Entonces.
So these are called entrenched opinions. We have just described about the color prejudice, the race prejudice, the prejudice against people who don't look like you, who don't speak like you see. This is all entrenched opinions due to lok sangnya, due to the association of what you are raised to believe, you see, by the people and the world around you, you see.
Yes. Este título, que son opiniones arraigadas debido a las asociaciones con las cuales con las opiniones en que fuimos criados.
Yes. If you happen to grow up in the Midwest, or in a remote state like Kansas, or I have to be careful here, Oklahoma, all right, where only there is cowboys and beef country, and the children never get exposed to good liberal university education. He has no idea of the world. This child or the young man has no idea of the world. If on the other hand, that same child, young man, or a woman goes to New York area, or goes to the larger universities in Chicago or in Los Angeles, where they mix with the entire world, cosmopolitan atmosphere, his vision opens up. The other one is taught, oh, these people are, they're black, or they're like this, or the Latinos are like that, they are coming in and taking over our country from the Mexican border, etc. You just believe that, and your opinion gets very, very tight and very steel-like, you see.
Em, en esto de las opiniones, ¿no? Como que hay lugares en Estados Unidos que son lugares como remotos donde la gente, los chicos no van a la universidad, no toman contacto con otras personas y no tienen ni idea del mundo. Pero, por ejemplo, en otros lugares, se van a las universidades en New York, Chicago, Los Ángeles, se mezclan con todas clases de personas, y su mente, su visión se abre y dejan de tener estos prejuicios, y no tienen pensamientos como que se les abre la mente, no tienen prejuicios.
Yeah, so this is so lok sangnya. Lok means the world, and sangnya means association with the world. Lok sangnya. And you have it is translated correct here. So you see, this entrenched opinions are due to the association with the people around you. World association. You see, so the opinions get more and more dense. You see.
Estas opiniones que están asociados que surgen a través de las asociaciones mundanas, que nos vuelven cada vez más densos. I think, may I say something? The opinions of the world and how we were raised, they don't even are my opinions, are others' opinions that were installed in my education. And then when we get out and to the world, we can experience that their opinions.
Different. You get flower more, but the point is that the world around you is constantly kind of giving you the knowledge that is that is giving you more and more ignorance. You see, in other words, ignorance. You see, so it's molding you more and more for the world only. You see, to ignorance means you're going to rotate more in the world only. It's it doesn't let you escape from it. You see, so what if you go to the university and you learn all of these things? You still have your opinions that are inside you, that bind you. Your mom has taught you, watch out for those people, they're bad, or your friends have told you that those people, that community is bad, or such people. These opinions get kind of imprinted inside at a very subtle level, and it only breaks and it changes, only breaks through your meeting and going experiencing new experiences. You see, so the opinions are changing too. Yes, sorry, go on.
En el mundo las opiniones que vamos recibiendo siempre son opiniones que tienen que ver con la ignorancia. Entonces esta ignorancia es la que va a hacer que estemos rotando en el mundo y no nos permite escapar de ninguna manera. Y son mis opiniones. Todos tenemos opiniones adentro, sutiles o personales además. Y esas opiniones son las que me atan. También la madre, los padres o el entorno nos dicen, no, estas personas son malas, estas comunidades son malas. And then I don't listen more because it throws the...
It's okay, it doesn't matter. This okay. Let's go to the reading part now. You see, because this is we want to cover this. And he says, The Lord Mahavir saw everyone as without mistakes, nirdosh, flawless, you see. Same word. He never saw anyone at fault. And when your vision becomes so pure, you too will have an environment which is clean and clear. Then this world will appear like a garden. In reality, people do not have bad attributes, bad qualities. One forms an opinion about others inside and thus get bound. This is very, very important. We, Dada says, may talk about anyone, but we do not have any opinions of he is like that or they are like that at all. You see?
Yes. Lord Mahavir veía a todos impecables, nirdosh. Nunca veía a nadie en falta. Y cuando tu visión se vuelva tan pura, también tú vivirás en un ambiente limpio y claro. Luego este mundo parecerá un jardín. En realidad la gente no tiene malos atributos. Uno se forma internamente una opinión del otro y así queda atado. Nosotros podemos hablar de todos, pero no opinamos en absoluto que él es de hecho de este o aquel modo.
And this one here is like we can substitute it like saying, when my vision becomes so pure, then I too will have an environment which is clean and clear. You see, my world will appear beautiful to me. You see.
Y acá donde señala Shuddha dice, en lugar de decir tu visión, dice, ¿cómo sería, no? Que cuando mi visión se vuelva pura y clara, se vuelva tan pura, yo también podré tener un ambiente en el cual todo sea limpio y claro.
You will also experience anubhav, that because since you got rid of your opinion about this man, this change has occurred within him. This is phenomenal. You get rid of your opinions about him or her, and the change happens within the other person. What do you have to do in order to change your opinion? For the opinion that this man is a thief, you have to say, this man is honest. Completely the opposite. Say the positive. This man is honest. You have to say, I had formed a wrong opinion about him. I am now letting go of that opinion. It is a wrong opinion. It is wrong. Keep repeating that your opinion is wrong, and in doing so, the mind will change. Otherwise, the mind will not change.
It's amazing, this paragraph.
Yes.
También experimentarás, anubhav, que dado que te has deshecho de tu opinión sobre esta persona, el cambio también ocurrirá dentro suyo. ¿Qué debes hacer para cambiar tu opinión? Cuando opinas que este hombre es un ladrón, debes de decir, este hombre es honesto. Debes decir, me había formado una opinión errónea sobre esta persona. Ahora suelto esa opinión. Es una opinión equivocada, está mal. Continúa repitiendo que tu opinión es errónea y tu pensamiento cambiará. Y al hacerlo, tu mente cambiará también. Si no, la mente no cambia.
The examples continue. However, we do not have to have opinions about everyone. If someone steals every day, that has become his profession, why do you have to form an opinion? He's a thief. He steals due to the effect of his karma. And the person he steals from is also because of the effect of that person's karma. How does that have got anything to do with you? But when you call him a thief, is that not an opinion? And really speaking, he is Is he not the Ama? Is he not Amapura? Mm-hmm.
Sin embargo, no tenemos opiniones sobre todas las personas. Si alguien roba todos los días, ¿por qué tenemos que opinar que es un ladrón? Roba porque es el efecto de su karma, como también es el efecto del suyo para la persona a quien está siendo robada. ¿Cómo se relaciona esto contigo? Cuando lo llamas ladrón, ¿no es eso una opinión? Y realmente, hablando, ¿no es él el ser,
Mm-hmm.
el alma pura?
Mm-hmm. This is magnificent because you see, the thing is, opinions is one thing, and the activity of karma complex, stealing, being stolen from, stealing, being stolen from, you see, this is a cause and effect, life after life. You see, why? But by giving an opinion, you are putting dust in your own eyes. You're taking some sand and throwing it in your own eyes. You see, opinion binds you in seeing these things. Your opinions binds you in seeing those people as doers. They are not doers. They are not doing it to each other. It is the karma unfolding, the karma of both of them unfolding like this. This is a very, very magnificent satsang of Dada today, my friends. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. La opinión, tener opiniones, ¿no? Es como la tierra en los ojos, y a dónde nos encadenan porque estamos opinando y estamos diciendo que son hacedores, y en realidad no son hacedores, es cómo se está desenvolviendo el karma. Y este es un magnífico satsang el día de hoy de las palabras de Dada.
Yeah, because you see, it drags you into doership, you see. There is no doer. There is really no doer. It is all effects. All effects. And those effects in the Agna are called scientific circumstantial evidences only. See, it just lifts you up. These are effects around you. Who will you say did what here? It's just one push leads to another push, leads to another push. You're saying, it just revolves around,
Yes. Todo esto de tener opiniones nos arrastra a ser el hacedor, y en realidad son solo efectos, y dentro de las agnas son las evidencias científicos circunstanciales. Tener esta visión, este conocimiento, este entendimiento es lo que nos eleva, y no pensar quién hizo.
Yeah, and this is, right. And this is an addition to Marcella's, Marcella is not here, but anyway, this is an addition to Marcella's question about what is it? Is it not a fact that the money was stolen? Is it not a fact? And this gives a total picture that allows you to see something more than what meets the eye. In your eye says he's stealing. Your mind in intellect says he's stealing. But you see, he is stealing. So see the act of stealing, but do not hold an opinion that is who he is. That is how he is. You see, your opinions is what binds you. Otherwise. No, there is no single energy in this world that can touch you. This world is so independent. If it is not in your account, you will not be touched. You see?
Esto es parte de la respuesta para Marcela, que no está ahora presente, pero es para cerrar la pregunta de Marcela. Y esto no es un hecho, esto no es un hecho, es un efecto. Para poder ver la imagen total de todo esto, ¿no? Por ejemplo, si ves a alguien que está robando, esto lo muestra la mente, miro el robar, lo que está sucediendo, pero no lo culpo. No lo culpo para no generar más karma. Y de esta forma no hay energía mayor que nos prevenga de que nada nos toque.
Mm-hmm. You see, this is in direct link. What our Gnani is our instructions for all of us for this Guru Purnima message was this positive vision. You see, and he says this is, let us take Dada Bhagwan's instructions for Mahatmas on this Guru Purnima. He said that. He didn't say this is my instructions to you. He says let us take Dada Bhagwan's message for this Guru Purnima. You see. And so he comes back to Dada Bhagwan inside and he says, Dada Bhagwan is saying, see the positive everywhere, So this, how do you see the positive? The key was given. Inside opinion will say she is like this or he is a thief. At the same time, you have to say, no, he's a very honest man. He's a very honest man. He's very honest. See, you have to say that to wipe off that negative opinion. You see, of course, you can wipe it off that way, or you remain in the beautiful stillness of the self, Evasama Pura, and this is all evidences. It's all evidences. You see?
Durante todo este Guru Purnima, Gnani nos volvió al link directo, ¿no? a la visión positiva, y hablando de Dada, él no dijo mis instrucciones, son las instrucciones de Dada, y el mensaje es como volver a Dada Bhagwan, lo que dijo es ver lo positivo. Entonces, ¿cómo hacemos para ver lo positivo? Si él es un ladrón, nosotros tenemos que decir lo opuesto. Él es un hombre muy, muy honesto. Y de esta forma, y repetirle, de esta forma ir limpiando. Entonces, estar en un estado de calma y ver que todo lo que sucede son evidencias.
So today we have enough material to really kind of look within, to see where we have made these errors by giving opinions about human beings, you see. You can give opinions, Niruma says, about things, you see. Oh, I like to write with this pen, I don't like to write with this pen, or I like to eat this kind of bread and not this kind of bread, like those kind of things. You can give opinions, but do not give opinions where the Amapura resides inside. There is a living God inside, Amapura, and it reaches, it binds you, because inside the Amapura is sitting there,
Niruma decía que puedes decir, bueno, no me gusta escribir con esta lapicera, o cuando te refieres a cosas, está bien, pero el error es cuando tienes opiniones sobre la gente. Y no te olvides nunca que esa persona de la cual estás opinando es un alma pura y que Dios reside en él, que hay un Dios sentado en él.
Yeah, it's a very big chapter, this opinions part. In fact, this will continue in the next few sessions of Flawless Vision. There is all kinds of things about opinions, a very big chapter, because it's the fundamental thing that binds us, you see. It's the fundamental thing that prevents us from really experiencing our own freedom, our own blissful state, you see, our own blissful state. And for that blissful state within each one of you, our highest namaskars from our dear Patricia and Marcella and the team. Thank you. Jai Sachidan.
Jai Sachidan. Esta visión impecable es un capítulo maravilloso, ¿no? El de las opiniones, porque es fundamental, nos previene de salirnos, de perder el estado de la dicha, del estado de la dicha del ser. Y los más elevados, namaskars para
Yeah, I
todos.
just saw. Yeah, I saw a question from our dear Yaya. Yaya has a question. He says, does changing one's opinion from the negative to the positive about a person generate the same effect as doing pratikraman for that bad thought?
Pregunta Yaya que si cambiar de opinión tiene el mismo efecto que hacer practikraman.
The pratikraman is final. This pratikraman is absolute, because pratikraman is the exact way to reverse from these negative opinions. You see, pratikraman is the exact method that Dada has given. It may be difficult to change the opinion. When the person keeps on doing the same thing, you say, oh, no, he's a good man. It's one of the techniques, you see, one of the additional techniques that Dadashri gives, that, oh, no, so people around, everyone says, watch out, she's no good, she is like this and she is like that. At that time, you have to say, no, she's good. In the relative, you say she is good. You change from negative to the positive. But the pratikraman is, if you have an inside negative feeling, you see, you still feel affected by her presence, by that woman's presence, then pratikraman is the only way to clear it. You can keep on saying, no, it's for the world. You say, two of your friends are saying she is no good, and then you don't join in, but you say, oh, but she's so nice this way, she's so, you're changing, you're switching to the positive, or but the pratikraman is the final thing. It gives the best results. You see, it wipes off. It is like taking a big, it's fantastic invisible soap to wipe off all of that dirt, of opinions. You see. Yeah.
Yaya preguntó lo de la diferencia de revertir el pensamiento y el practikraman. Shuddha dice que el practikraman es lo supremo, lo máximo, es como milagroso jabón que borra absolutamente cualquier mancha. Pero que esto de cambiar de opinión, de revertir de opinión, es un buen tip que Dada nos da, porque, por ejemplo, si estamos con dos amigas que dicen algo de otra persona, nosotros podemos decir, oh, no, pero es buena en este sentido, y estamos como revirtiendo. Ahora podemos revertir o decir de la boca para afuera, pero mientras tanto seguimos teniendo un mal sentimiento con esa persona. Y el practikraman es fundamental, es lo supremo para borrar todo.
Yeah, Shuddhatma Bhagwan. Yes.
Jai Satchidana Sudha.
Jai,
Thank
Jai,
you.
Jai Satchidanand, Shuddhatma
Jai
Bhagwan.
Satchidana.
Jai Satchidanand. Jai Satchidanand.
Jai
To all of
Satchidana Sudha.
Yes,
Gracias a
hey,
todos. Gracias, Padre.
Gonzalo, Arman, Graham, Angelique, Anila, Cecilia, Gavi, Patricia, Telvina, Alicia, all of you, Devdasi. Wonderful. Shuddhatma
Jai
Bhagwan.
Satchidana.
Satchidana Sudha.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidana.
Jai Satchidanand. Jai Satchidanand.